lie and lay. They are very hard verbs to distinguish. Which one do we use? I need everyone paying attention. Lie means to recline. Lie, long I. Recline, long I. Lay, long A, means to place. So that's how I determine lie, recline, lay, place. There are three, of course. You have lie right now, past tense is lay, and past participle. Well, and everybody says, what is past participle? What does past participle mean? A participle means that you add have, has, or had to the verb, okay? Don't even worry about what participle means. Just remember that last version is have or has or had added to the verb. Place, lay, laid, and laid. But here's where the conflict comes in at. Lay, right now, means to place. The past tense of lie is to lay too. So that's where the confusion comes in at. But watch, I'm going to show you a way that you can always remember this. First off, I need to tell you what a direct object is. Direct objects are my favorite parts of speech. I don't know why. Maybe because they're easy to recognize. I have no idea. But anytime I get able to talk about parts of speeches, I always want to talk about direct objects. And I haven't had a chance this year, so here's my chance to talk about direct objects. A direct object answers the question what after a verb. I shot a basket. What is direct object in that sentence?
Basket.
What? Because I shot what? A basket. Okay. I bought a new purse. What is the direct object? Purse. A is an article adjective and new is an adjective describing the purse, right? You forget about the adjectives and go straight to the direct objects. I ate a sandwich. What's the direct object? Sandwich. Okay. I saw a red dog walking down the street. What's the direct object?
Dog.
What is red?
Describing the dog.
Okay, very good. So you know what direct object is now, right? Direct object does what?
Describe something.
No, the adjective describes. What does direct object do?
Tells you what the object is.
Well, it answers the question what after the verb. Answers the question what after the verb. Look at this sentence. Shelley laid the book down. What does Shelley lay down?
Book.
The book. So the direct object is what?
The book.
Book. When I was in school, I remember third grade, we used to do something called diagramming sentences, and that's like a lost art. You don't do that anymore. When I was working on my master's degree, we had to learn how to diagram sentences. In fact, I had an entire class that's all we did. We actually diagrammed the Constitution, and it was really difficult. So diagramming involves something like this, where you draw a line, and the subject is first, and then you draw a line, and then the verb is after it. And if it's a direct object, then it's on that line. The line is slanted if it's a helping verb. It's slanted again on the other side of the verb. If it's not a direct object but an article adjective. It gets so confusing. But I'm not even going to go in on it. I just want to let you see that it can be confusing, but it doesn't have to be. A direct object simply answers the question what after the verb. You have to remember after the verb. Okay. Look at this sentence. Mom laid the rules down for the trip. Can we say what did she lay? The rules. Here's how you can remember. If you use the word laid, which ends in D, then you know you're going to have a direct object. Okay, look at this one. Laid is a direct object. Laid is a direct object. So anytime you have laid, which means to place, then it's going to have a direct object afterwards. It's just really simple like that, okay? One other thing I want to remind you of is lie, L-I-E-I-N-G. Look up here. L-I-E-I-N-G. That is not how you spell lying. Sorry. You spell lying L-Y-I-N-G. Lying. You drop the E and add I-N-G. I can't tell you how many times someone says, I am not lying, L-I-E-I-N-G. You're not lying, but you're not telling the truth because that's not how to spell lying, okay?
That's just like my little brother. He does not know how to spell anything.
Well, you just outed him. That's really interesting. It is what it is, huh? It is what it is. Okay. But then when I was thinking about lie and lay, one of my favorite things to do is to lie in the recliner and my grandkids be on each side of me. So remember this, lie in the recliner. Lie means to recline, okay? So let's look at the sheet and we'll just go over the examples. Number one, before I went to bed, I what my clothes out for tomorrow?
Laid.
You laid them out? Are you sure? Because you can answer the question,
What?
what? Laid?
What else?
What? Clothes. Very good. Number two, every afternoon we what?
Lie on the bed.
We what?
Lie on the bed.
Every afternoon. That means present tense. So what's present tense?
Lie.
L-I-E. Okay. Number three, when they're cold, they what? A blanket on their head.
Lay.
They lay. Number four, all of last week, I in the bed, I lay or laid in the bed feeling sick.
Laid.
All of last week, I what?
Laid because it's past tense.
How are you spelling it? What's your answer? How do you spell your answer for number four?
L-A-Y.
Are you saying L-A-Y too? Or are you saying L-A-I-D? All of last week, I what?
Laid.
Are you reclining in the bed?
Yes.
And that's past tense, so it's what?
Laid.
Very good. Number five, our pet dogs like to what under the table?
Lie.
They like to. That means they're doing it when? Right now. So it's lie. Number six, yesterday. Yesterday means what? We already know if it says yesterday, that means what?
Past tense.
Past tense. Yesterday, the boys what? Their backpacks outside.
Laid.
You, if you pick laid, you can use your trick. Can you say laid what? Backpack. So you know what? That's the correct answer. Number six is L-A-I-D. Yesterday the boys laid their backpacks outside. Number seven, while we meet, they lay or laying their purses on the couch. While we meet.
Laid. L-A-Y. Because it's while we meet, like present tense.
But you can use what?
But it's not. But the purses aren't reclining; they're being placed. So it's what?
Laid.
Lay. Very good. Very good. Number 8. Susanna and Maribel often lie, lay, or laying on the floor to make posters.
Laid.
They often
Lie.
lie because they can do it right now. Very good. Number 9. Listen here. Last night we all lie, lay, or laid awake until midnight. Think about this. Last night. So we already know if it says last night, that means what? So last night we all what?
Laid.
Very good. Very good. And number 10. There's a trick in this one too. Yesterday our teacher laid or laying on the ground injured. Hopefully that is not me.
Laid.
Yesterday.
Yeah, past tense it'd be laid.
Really? She was placed on the ground?
Oh no, she lay. L-A-Y.
Because she was reclining on the ground, right?
Well,
Yeah. So then what's the answer?
L-A-Y.
L-A-Y. You get a better understanding now? You think maybe we need to do this a couple more times before we get it down pat? You feel better? Okay. Good job.